Put your hands up. Stop the bit. Stop that bit now. Are you ready? With Ryan and Ben.
Canada, you did it again.
Podcast. It's a podcast.
All right, guys.
Welcome back to Stop the Bit.
Meow, 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 meow.
Little delay.
Welcome
We
back
weren't
to
on
this
the
episode.
same page.
Quick, before we continue with the show, like and subscribe. So many of you haven't subscribed.
So many of you haven't commented. So many of you have not reviewed on Spotify.
So many of you have not hit that thumbs up, guys.
All right, that was
Thanks for
the-
joining.
That was
Yep,
the
that was the
CTA.
little CTA, and we're good. We did it.
Move past.
Welcome to.
So,
was your week?
How was traffic?
It was fine. Oh, that's what we got on the docket, huh? How was traffic? Traffic was fine. I almost got into a big old accident
Actually?
last time, but I'll pretend it was today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I veered into. I realized the studio was coming up, and so I was driving, and then I was like listening to music, like really into it, and then I realized I was one lane over, and I was like flying past the entrance to the what do you call it, parking lot, and then
what's
I
the
went,
address?
oh,
The
oh,
address
so and then I veered in. I last minute was like, oh, this is what I should do. I should just quickly make like a really fast turn so I'm not late. And then I didn't realize there was another guy coming in on the lane beside me very fast. And so I went, and then I saw like in my rear view, like really fucking fast, like would have like fucked my car up. And then I veered back
to the other lane,
back in the lane I
him.
was, but he started avoiding my dumb move, trying to crisscross me. And then when I went back, he was now behind me, and then he quickly veered out of the way, and I went, oh, and he came by like this, like he didn't honk or anything weirdly, but it was bad. It was one of those like turn the music down.
I gotta
white knuckle
focus
it.
again?
Yeah, like going, okay, just take a block around. It's not worth dying. 5 minutes late.
Why? I feel like you should have handled, like, he kind of made you his bitch.
Should I flipped him off and said,
Yeah.
fuck you, man.
Yeah.
What are you doing speeding through? What if somebody makes a stupid mistake?
It's not your fault. That's the rule of cars.
Where'd you get your license? A cereal box?
That's the rule of cars for me is it's never my fault.
Yeah.
Even when I'm driving with somebody else, and they're like, whoa, I'm like, fucking chill. Don't backseat drive. When
It's
I do
never
an
your
obvious
fault.
fuck up thing. Yeah. I get really, I think my pridefulness really comes out when I'm driving.
Pride does come out when driving. It's a really hard thing to be told, like, you're a bad driver. Like, I was driving with a friend of mine, and I won't say who it was, but I was driving, and I was like, there were a lot of people. I have a shit car, so subscribe. Me. And I was, yeah, thank you.
Because you need a new car.
Because I need money. I have a really dog shit car, and I was driving with a friend in the passenger seat, and it's his car. And he was like, he's sitting in the passenger seat, and then I had somebody else in the back and a bunch of bags. And I'm used to just driving this piece of shit car on my own, and it can barely like make it up a hill in full gear. And I was like coming to a stop, and I realized like the brakes were just like not stopping.
Stop the bit.
I was coming to a stop, and thanks for that.
Just a quick plug.
Yeah, thank you.
Quick plug within our own podcast.
Anyway.
Because you said stop.
Anyway, and he reaches for the handbrake.
The guy in
Yes.
passenger seat?
Yes.
Oh.
Because he sees this. Yes, to be fair, like I'm not like screeching on the brakes, and I'm not used to the brakes not working as well because the car's shit and it's filled with people and stuff. And so I wasn't used to it. So it was kind of like, okay, we're kind of.
You were
kind of
gliding into the red
Definitely
light.
wasn't going to go into the lane, but I was like, it was going to be. I was
And
trying
he
to
just
make
reached
it gradual,
over and he
then
was
I
like,
saw him
hey,
going,
I got it. Don't worry
I
about
saw him
it.
go like, and start pulling. And I was like, what are you? Whoa. And he's just like, no, it just seemed really last minute. I'm like,
Yeah, but that's
yeah,
my
but that's
job
we're
and
gonna
my
go,
call.
We're gonna like fuck it if you pull that. You know what happens? You played Need for Speed. If you pull the handbrake, you go. You fucking like
And
wipe
you
out.
drift.
You know? Yeah.
Yeah, it's sick.
Imagine if we just started doing like perfect donuts, and it was fucking cool.
Oh, you had snow in Toronto. So did you guys ever take your cars and go do donuts in parking lots?
No,
when
I
it
never
snowed?
had a car. Toronto.
What about any of your friends?
I rode the subway.
None of your friends?
None of my friends had cars. Nobody had cars because he didn't need them. We have a really good subway system in Toronto.
Lame.
Uh,
Losers.
No, it's pretty
No
cool,
one in
actually.
Canada knows how to drive.
No,
and
in
that's
Toronto.
Why, and that's why we're taking you over. And that's why, because
right.
we need
It's
to get
the
all these
51st
people to
state.
drive.
Which, by the way, the 51st state is all of Canada.
Yeah.
We have provinces that are the size of states.
Provinces.
Just call them.
What is a province? Up until I
first
met you,
time-
it was called a providence in my
No,
head.
in your head. It was never
It's a
called a province. No,
providence.
it's not. That's a place in Rhode Island.
Who cares?
Nah, I do.
Another state nobody
Of course
cares
you
about.
guys don't care. You fucking assholes. All you Americans don't give a fuck about Canada.
You guys are so lazy about the names of your provinces that one's just called Northern Territory.
Northwest Territories.
That
Because it's
sucks.
up in the Northwest and there's a bunch of territories and nobody gives a fuck about them and nobody wants to live there. So we're just like, all right.
That's why it's one state.
No, Canada is
just
not one
made the
state.
argument for
If
it.
Canada was one state, that would be so ridiculous because that you have like a mass this bigger than America itself is one state, and then there's also a French part of it and like a Pacific Northwest rainforest.
Sounds
part of
like
it.
it'd become a top 5 state.
I would hope it's the best one at that point. It's got everything. It's got
Top
every
five.
like Alberta is fucking stunning. It's
You're
like
not
more
beating
beautiful
New
than
York. You're not beating California. You're not beating Texas.
You mean states?
Yeah, like if you guys joined, it would be a top 5 state.
This is a good debate, but that's fucking retarded. Obviously, we would be a better state if we got all of Canada's value into one state.
versus California.
Yeah,
No,
100%.
California is the best state.
No, it's not. I mean, it is the best.
Think about what you have in California.
in terms
Homeless
of what?
people,
No. I
traffic,
thought you were talking just like
fucking-
geographically and stuff.
and the GDP. I'm sure California's GDP is greater than Canada's.
That actually might be true, which is really sad. But that's why we just kicked out Justin Trudeau. Everyone, I'm going to be leaving and quitting the job
And everyone
and
went,
leaving Canada.
we got bigger shit to worry about.
Don't you all care? I'm leaving.
No.
Big bad guy, conservative guy is going to replace me. That's what you want.
Yeah, I mean, the guys that down south are doing it. We might as well.
I resign because I fucking sucked so. Could you imagine resigning as the leader of a country? That would be such a bummer. Just being like, oh, I did it
'Cause
badly.
And that's why
I'm
you have to leave.
leaving.
But also, it's like you guys don't have terms, which is a very strange
quite
thing.
know how it
You can
works.
be the prime minister of Canada for 6 days or 25 years.
Yeah, exactly. That's what's weird. Like you have to call an election. Like
Yeah.
he's just been he was prime minister for like 10 years.
Why do you have to call an election? Just
I
have
don't know.
one.
I actually don't get it. They
And that's
taught,
why-
they taught the shit out of us.
And
in
that's why
school,
we
and I
need to
forgot.
absorb you.
Huh?
And that's why we have to absorb you.
If you guys
and
want
make our
to,
power
first of all, you guys have to
stronger.
learn that. Go. I mean, you're good at provinces, actually.
I mean, I know all 13 because I like
We've
to.
done the test. Before.
We've done this.
Yeah, we've
yeah.
done this before, and you're actually pretty good at it.
But how would you actually separate it if you were
By province.
all 13 would have to join?
Yeah, probably. I mean, they're the size of states.
63 states. It just doesn't.
Hey, then don't do it. Perfect. We're good.
How about 60? We just make 10. We can blend 2 together.
Maybe we could blend some of the shitty ones.
What are the What are the some?
Saskatchewan and Manitoba can be one. Those are
Because they're shitty?
They're kind of shitty. Even people from there would be like, yeah, that's fine, probably. Just because they're like they're in the prairies, so you drive through, everything's flat, not a hill in sight.
Oh, it's your Kansas.
Probably it's like our North Dakota, like it's right above North. I think
It's your
North Dakota and
Kansas,
stuff
North-
like that.
yeah.
I don't fucking know. Really? No. Kansas is way not near there, is it?
It's just south, like 2
Kansas
states
is
down.
a northern state,
It's like a mid state.
mid state.
Yeah. Another thing, hold on really quick.
All right.
Midwest. It's not the Midwest.
What do you
hey,
mean?
hey, Midwesterners.
Yeah.
You're not
Not
Midwest.
the Midwest.
Guess
You
what
are
you
in the
really
middle.
are?
You are
You're
mid.
mid.
Boom.
You're just mid.
Boom. Let's go.
Speaking of which, we have a friend here today.
Yes.
Who is from Midland, Ohio.
Yes, Midland, Ohio.
And he has some news topics for us.
Yes, we're going to listen to some really well-prepared news comedy bits, basically, some observations about the current news by the time you're watching this. And it's our buddy Matt, and he's going to give us some great comedy that he wrote. Please
We
put
were
your hands
we were
together.
told by the producers that we need to be more topical.
Yeah.
So this is our way of being
Topical.
more
Yeah.
topical.
Yeah.
And we're gonna throw it to Matt Shaver.
Thanks, Tom. Justin Trudeau announced he's resigning as the Prime Minister of Canada after hearing Ben's terrible impression of him.
Okay.
Yeah,
that one, he
it's
probably
good.
wrote that one
that's
off the
true.
cuff. That's good. That's good.
That's like crowd work.
That was pretty good.
That's
That was
great.
off. Yeah, fine.
What else is in the news?
an
This
asshole.
just in, Google Maps said it will change the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America after being told it was either that or Ben Ball Bay.
Ben Ball Bay.
Well, okay, so 2 shots fired at me.
Ben Ball Bay would be kind of.
Ben Ball Bay.
But I
does
want it
sound
spelled
good.
B-A-E.
Ben Ball Bay. You mean like that 10-year-old term that I never
Ben Ball
understood?
Bay.
Ben
You
Ball
never
Bay.
understood it?
Before anyone else, right?
Okay.
Yeah. But I don't know
How-
why it caught on. Like, what the fuck? Who cares? Anyway.
After 5 years of construction, France's Notre Dame Cathedral has finally reopened. Of course, this means that Ben will have to return to his old job as one of its gargoyles.
Okay. Yo, hey, man, do a Ryan one.
They're all going to be Ben. That's the bit.
That's a really good one.
They're all
actually.
going to be Ben.
They're all going to be me because I get
Well,
it.
this is really
fun.
important, guys. Romanians are distraught after an ancient golden helmet was stolen from one of their museums. I don't know if you heard about this. If you really needed the money, Ben, you could have just asked.
It's all
No,
me.
yeah,
It's
and
all
you did
about
say
me.
earlier that you needed a new car.
I do need a new
so-
car. That actually lined up with what we've been talking about.
All right,
Well,
you know
you're
what?
an asshole, Matt.
I'm sorry. Let's just get into politics. This is
Okay.
completely changing gears here.
Okay, beautiful.
No more
thanks.
Ben stuff,
Yeah.
I'm guessing.
Yeah.
This week, President Trump said that Canada would benefit from becoming our 51st state, but quickly changed his mind after hearing that's where Ben's from.
Okay. okay. Yeah. All right. So
hey, man.
we're all in a comedy troupe together and we get fed up with each other. I think that's probably what's happening here.
Very topical. You guys were just talking about that.
Yeah, it's true. Actually, these are
this is
all
a real
weirdly
thing.
topical.
Look, anywhere else, I don't have your back. But here,
You got my
I've
back.
got your back.
Oh, thanks, bro.
How is that reassuring to him in any way?
Yeah, that I was about to say. Why am I giving you credit for that?
Well, no.
I shouldn't give you credit.
well,
for
no,
that.
here especially.
I know, but you said anywhere else you wouldn't, right?
Next one.
President Trump issued several executive orders rolling back DEI initiatives, which means we're finally allowed to fire Ben.
Okay.
Is that because
You're
he's
not
an-
part of the crew already, Matt.
Is that because he's an immigrant or is
Because he's gay.
because I'm secretly okay. That's good. Everyone laughs. A huge laugh because he's gay. Doesn't make any sense. All right, fine. Go ahead. Keep going. You're an asshole.
The president has also nominated an unprecedented 13 billionaires for his administration. Fortunately for Ben, one of them is his grandpa.
What? No. What are
Wait,
you
really?
talking? No.
the
I
guy
don't
who
have a
made the
billionaire.
ice cream song?
No, he's not a billionaire.
The guy who
Look it
made
up.
the ice cream song.
He's not.
Look it up.
What does he have? My last name or some bullshit?
I just have grandpa written down.
Yeah, I know, but it could just be fiction, like everything else you've said so far.
Ben's
All right,
not
I'm not
gay.
gonna look it up this second, but thanks, man. This is you backing me
If
up.
there were signs, they're wrong.
Yeah, I've been paying attention very closely. When I got the lead in the musical, I was like, okay, it's really time to like look inward and make sure.
Look
And-
what?
Look inward.
Oh, sorry.
Look N-word.
Just making sure.
Look nadeet. All right,
I
guys.
don't want my news show getting canceled because of some slip up.
Oh yeah, what are we calling this segment? Matt's news?
Yeah, some news. That's
Yeah.
good.
You just want to call it some news?
Yeah, that's
Some
what I
news.
called my old news program.
All right.
that no one
Okay,
watched.
some news.
Some news.
So this will flow perfectly in.
Okay,
Yeah.
nice.
All right. I was changing gears again.
Okay.
Pope Francis said that too much online scrolling causes, quote, brain rot. Well, we finally know what's wrong with Ben.
Okay.
Okay. All right, it's getting. It's
Stop laughing.
Dial
at
it
these.
back. Dial it back a little bit.
This is this is ridiculous.
It's get. I mean, he's got.
Hey, everyone-
I think he has like 16. So this
yeah,
is.
he has autism.
it's
Is what
just
he
gonna-
has.
it's gonna
Oh,
get-
sorry, I forgot. There's more political news. Trump is also considering ending the federal income tax, which will be great news for Ben once he starts making some money.
Well, you're lucky I can take him. This is good. This is fun. I like this. Keep going.
Okay.
I'm not angry.
You said you wanted a game, and I think we got it.
I think
got a
we
game.
we found the game. Yeah. Matt. Yeah, go ahead.
Yesterday was the 80th anniversary of the liberation of Auschwitz.
Nice. That's it. Yeah, nice.
That's good. That's good news. Don't
80
what are you
years.
gonna say?
Wow. That's.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Been liberated for 80 years.
Did we say congrats? Or?
That's
I just think
genuine.
that's crazy considering Ben looks like he just got out yesterday.
Yo, all right. These are good. That one's my
Hey.
new favorite after the
Hey.
gargoyle one.
I was thinking today, even at the gym, I was like,
Yeah.
working out. I was like,
You're at the gym.
Ben's
Nice.
getting bigger.
You think so?
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
That is the end of the Ben. That's all I have.
For real?
For real.
That's
Not
the end
doing
of
a
all the
bit.
jokes? Or?
No, I have more.
Okay.
They're just
Oh.
not nearly as good.
Is it
Okay.
me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it my turn?
No.
Uh-oh.
No.
Prepare yourself. Okay, let's
No,
go.
now they just get, well, the news just gets bad.
Okay.
Okay.
You're still getting the dun 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 maybe.
All right.
All right.
What do you say?
Now
This-
real news.
Okay.
Now, real news. This just in, Kansas is currently experiencing the largest tuberculosis outbreak in U.S. history, according to a telegram they sent the government.
That's pretty good. And topical, we just mentioned Kansas.
We did. These are
Wow.
all weirdly connected. Okay.
That's the biggest thing in Kansas since they built that 20-foot ball of twine.
Is that a thing?
That is a real thing.
That's funny.
And people in Kansas will love that one. Europeans are getting worked up about a new study saying that heat deaths could kill half of their population by the year 2100. Maybe they should chill out.
Oh my god. Oh man.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, Matt.
Real news here, folks.
It's a, I mean,
I mean, it was there was something
fine.
there. It's all right.
But I do kind of enjoyed when he was picking on you a little bit.
I
Oh.
weirdly enjoyed it more too. Actually, I preferred that.
They were better. That's what I said. They were,
Yeah,
they were a lot
continue.
better.
No,
This
go
is
on.
fine.
Yeah,
This is
that's
fine.
great.
Keep going.
Yeah, fine is not my favorite word.
These are fine.
I don't strive for fine.
No. All right. This next one's gonna be a hit out of the ballpark.
Okay, go ahead.
President Trump issued an executive order changing the name of Mount Denali back to Mount McKinley. This upset many of his supporters who thought he would change it to the Coors Light Mountain.
That's good.
Hey,
It's good.
where is that mountain?
Washington, probably.
Probably.
He changed it.
He changed it. Obama made it woke, and then he unwoked it.
Okay, right. Oh, Mount Denali, like that was recently renamed to
Yeah,
that.
Obama
and then
changed
he's
it
changing it back.
Because that was the native name for it.
Oh, and then he's unwoke. What? Sorry, what's he changing it back to?
He changed it back to Mount McKinley, named after the president who liked tariffs.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Good. Okay, that's why we have Matt on the.
And
we can
that's-
ask him follow-up questions about the news. That's
That's
cool.
so petty. I feel like
Yeah, it's kind of
What?
funny though.
you.
Trump did something petty.
What do you?
That's insane.
What?
Not according to my notes.
Which one do you prefer?
This is an opinion piece.
Denali, probably, because it sounds cooler than McKinley. That's
Yeah.
like the name of a high school.
I feel like Mount McKinley could be found anywhere. Like it's like
Mount McKinley.
there's a Mount McKinley in every state that has mountains. I feel like
Right. Yeah. It seems like.
it's a little boring.
Yeah, you guys are behind on the naming stuff for their original names. Canada has a ton of that shit. going on.
Right, well, we didn't
Northwest
find, like-
Territory. Yeah.
Yeah.
Saskatoon. You think that's an English word?
Well, you guys got a head start because they discovered all the dead indigenous bodies you guys buried
we don't need
50
to
years
even,
ago.
We
so,
don't need to even talk about that.
yeah.
Did they massacre worse than us?
Mm-hmm.
No way.
No, we didn't.
no.
Not
we're,
even close.
we're the goats.
You guys are the goats of massacre.
We're the goats.
Really,
of
if
massacring.
you want to give credit to anyone, it should be like smallpox or one of those things. Yeah.
Right.
This just in, Boeing lost $1 billion every month in 2024. How has nobody shot that CEO? What do you think of that one?
I feel like you would only.
I'm
They want to
upset.
shoot CEOs that are like getting richer, not.
I just
poor-
feel like
not
he should be
poorer.
shot. Is
I'm,
what that
I'm
was the point.
shaking.
Not.
At
Oh,
the
you're angry.
at the insinuation.
Oh, okay.
I am shocked.
I forgot.
right now.
This just in. Boeing CEO is Ben's dad.
That'd be sick.
Your grandpa's a billionaire.
No, he's not. He's not. He's got like $1 million probably.
That's nothing.
He doesn't like this one.
Uh-oh. You have to read it. You wrote
You
it.
have to read all. of them.
Microsoft is in talks to acquire TikTok because now that Epstein's gone, Bill Gates needs a new way to find young girls.
Woo! That's a good one. That's funny.
That's
That's
I
a
mean,
little
it's-
outdated, but it's new news.
I'm a pro Gates guy though.
You like Gates?
I'm a pro Gates. That's one of
You
the
like
billionaires
Bill
I
Gates? You like Bill Gates?
like. I think I can go on record and say I like Bill Gates.
How come?
Well, then you're gonna hate this take. Fuck Bill Gates.
Why?
Fucking asshole. You know what he's working on all the time right now?
What?
Improving toilets. Fuck Bill Gates.
Yeah, doesn't he do like a ton of humanitarian
He does a lot of work with toilets. Nah.
He does a lot of humanitarian
He
work.
sent a
I'm pretty
bunch of vaccines to Uganda to test it on little girls, and they all died, and no one talked about it.
Wait, really?
Yeah, something like that. I don't know.
Oh,
This is not a politics podcast.
I don't know if that's politics.
That's just fucked.
That's just
fucked.
I think that's called conspiracy.
Yeah, I mean maybe it's not true. Who knows? I don't know. I heard it somewhere. All right, next.
This is breaking news.
Okay.
Ooh,
breaking news.
breaking
This
news.
just in.
This is the biggest thing in the news.
This
Okay.
just in.
It's too pertinent. I don't think we should.
It's
do
too
it.
No,
much.
no, no.
Okay,
I
okay.
think
Don't,
we-
you don't have to.
We could cut it. We could cut it.
Good. No, this is the people need to hear this. This just in. China's new DeepSeek AI has completely outperformed its American counterparts, but it's still having trouble pronouncing its L's.
That's good.
Because it's Chinese.
Yeah, because yeah,
It's like the guy who made Lululemon.
Ramen.
Sorry?
Yeah, go tell it though.
Oh,
This is real.
It's just there's a guy who made Lululemon, and they're like, "Why did you name it that?" And he was like, "Oh, I wanted it to be difficult for Asian people to pronounce because it's funny." And that's why Lululemon's named
And
that.
it's like I think has a huge consumer base in Asia, and
Mhm.
yeah, too.
He just wants people walking around going,
Remember? Oh, no, remember? Oh, so
Yeah.
cool. Yeah.
It's fucked up.
And that man was Ben's grandpa.
Still, this guy has done everything. This fictional grandpa.
All right, last piece of news here.
All right. Woo.
Scientists have discovered 66 million year old vomit. I guess even back then it was hard to stay skinny.
It's an
Sounds like
anorexia drug.
bulimia.
It's
Oh, wait, sorry. This
vomit.
just came on the desk. And even that doesn't smell as bad as Ben.
Oh, when
just
you tied it all
any way
together.
of hurting my feelings. Woo! We'll talk about that later. All right. Well, thanks so much, Matt, for your little news segment.
Thanks for
It was really
updating
cute.
us. Thanks for telling the people what they need to hear. And any last words for the people out there?
Thanks, guys.
Nice.
Now, if Matt passes away, that's like the worst last words.
Don't you feel like Matt is like for anyone that's listening?
Yeah.
Matt is just an AI.
Was that a question?
Huh?
Are there people
You're
listening?
done. Matt,
Oh, okay.
You're done, dude.
Oh, sorry. Thanks,
You're
guys.
You're ruining. It's supposed to be like
Back to you, Tom.
you've left now.
There's
yeah.
so
Thanks.
there's a
Thanks for your help. All right.
So anyone who can't see Matt, it's just like if you
Yeah.
just type in guy
It's true.
on Google.
This
It's
very
just-
well could have
that
just
is-
been a.
It's just-
ChatGPT listening to us and.
It's just
responding.
like I feel like I've met Matt 100 times. You know what I mean? Like just like walking down the street, like a busy street. I'm like, oh, there's a Matt.
There's a Matt right
There's
there.
a Matt.
I think
There's
you know what it
Matt.
is. I think there's he just speaks with zero appeal to emotion, just logic, just pure. Just this is technically what I'm seeing and how I'm thinking. I'm like, how do you feel? And he goes, ah! Or he like gives you a present randomly, and you're like, oh my god. And then he just goes, don't let it get to your head or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like he is like the generic dad from like the 80s
Yeah, exactly.
that you
Totally.
never had.
And he's right there.
And he's still right there. And the mic is cut.
All right, well, that was fun. That was
yeah.
a fun segment.
Matt's great.
Yeah, Matt's good. He did a good job. That was really fun. We had Matt in the studio with his brand new show, Matt's News, or whatever we're going to call it. We should call it Misinformation or something. That'd be cool. Disinformation. How was your week, Ryan? I got in almost a car accident, and you didn't tell me what you've been up to.
We went and saw 2001: Space Odyssey.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That was very fun.
Yeah, that was really fun.
Really good movie. I've
Yeah.
never seen it before, and I cried at the end.
You did? It's really cringy.
And I feel like that's a very weird movie to cry to.
It's funny you say that, but when the baby appears at the end, no spoilers, when the baby thing happens,
Hey,
I've
it's
always
been out for so long.
Yeah, it's like go see
It's
it.
your fault.
Spoilers.
At this point-
60-year-old movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's your fault.
Yeah, it is a part of the movie that I always remember just getting emotional at because it's such a weird, you don't quite understand what's happening, but you get a general idea that it means a lot and that something really powerful has occurred to this character. And the music is just like surprising, even though it's kind of a corny, like the bum, 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 dun, dun, dun.
So I
That
didn't
song's
know that
crazy.
that song is originally from the 1800s, and then they remade it for that movie.
Yeah.
I thought it was originally made
sorry.
for that movie.
Is that true?
Yeah,
It wasn't written.
I looked it up.
Okay,
The
so that
original
makes sense.
song is from the 1800s,
Ah, okay.
and then they remade it. So it's like, but it was
Like
they
remastered.
and they popularized.
Popularized.
By the way, your phone just
popularized
broke.
it. Popularize it.
Popularized.
Popularize.
Is
What?
it? Can we ever break out in like a tribal singing type thing like that?
Well, I did that once in actual Africa, and I watched the footage back, and it was probably the whitest thing I've ever witnessed in my life. It was like
No way.
blindingly white.
No, wait.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
So
what?
I went to Kenya in 2011,
Okay.
and I
When you were like
17.
22? 20,
17.
28.
I'm not that old, man. And and there was this one moment where my grandmother was like, I went with just my grandmother, just her and I. And it was quite the adventure.
And it was just you guys were the only whites?
Like it sort of, but then we were like at like
Well, besides
lodges
like
and
the
shit.
resort.
Yeah,
that you
the
were at.
resort. Yeah, but everybody else was
white
like full
resort.
on Kenyans. Yeah, totally.
The white.
The white
Did
resort.
did the resort have a pool?
We went to a few different lodges. We did a tour of a bunch of different
Are you
places.
saying lodges to make sure that you're not saying? Were they resorts?
No, I mean, you could call them that, but they weren't like annoyingly like they
did
were
it
like
have a
they were
pool?
some of them were tents. Yeah, one of them had a pool maybe. I actually don't know. It wasn't like that. It
I
really
can't
wasn't like
imagine
that.
Staying, I know, but like I'm just picturing.
There was a very like jarring moment where we were driving. A lot of the trip was just driving hours and hours in like the worst parts of Kenya, sad, like depraved conditions. At least from my eyes, like also you don't want to be like the white guy. I was like, it's so sad. Maybe they're all just like, yeah, I'm fucking fine. Like whatever, I got my family here. Like maybe, but there was like a strong sense of like this is like poverty and not just like they're not just living their lives. They're like fucking stressed. And anyway, and then we literally like just for 8 hours one day, and it was awful. And then we turned up a road, and then just there were these gates, and suddenly it opened, and then I was just at the front door of this like kind of
tribe.
glamping tent. No. It was like one of the lodges.
Oh, you're talking about the resort.
And then we got to just a tribe standing there.
It's
Welcome.
a gate.
Yeah, that's how Africa is. Just everywhere. Always tribes, just everywhere.
Well, I wanted to get back to the tribal dance.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah. That was jarring because it was such poverty, and then you just turn a corner, and like suddenly it's just like welcome, and there's like rolled up towels and like a nice like little bed.
They did the like swan thing. And they're
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
"Look,"
Yeah,
and you're like,
and you're just like man.
I mean, we paid for it.
Yeah, we paid for
We
it.
should probably use it.
Is it okay if we use the little soaps? I don't know. Or should we hand them out? Anyway, one time they actually came up to our van while we were parked and started trying to steal our shit, which is pretty crazy.
Oh,
Our guy was dealing with some there were like these guards who weren't letting us through a checkpoint. He thought they would let us through, and they all had guns. And then I saw him going like, I'm gesturing. He's like talking to them, and then it turned like the guard was like started pointing in his face like this and like shaking his gun at our driver, and we were just like, oh my god.
and it was just
kept
you and your
going on.
grandma in the backseat.
And a
just
couple
being like-
other like fucking white people. Being like, oh,
Was your grandma
Jesus."
like, what's going on?
No, she was like, darling, this is normal. She was like, just stay calm.
Has she been to Kenya before?
She's an adventurous lady. She had never been to Kenya, but she'd been on a bunch of trips. And
Like
she's like,
other places
yeah,
that
she's
are
one of
kind of-
those. She keeps British, like keep calm, carry on type ladies. Like she was never like freaking out. But like at that moment, she was like, just calm down. It's gonna be fine. And I was
She's
like, "What the hell?"
British?
Yeah.
Oh, so she was like, calm down.
She's like,
It'll
calm
be
down,
alright.
innit? Fucking
It'll
calm
be
down.
fine.
Stop being a little fucking pussy boy. Stop being a little prissy cunt.
And you're
she
like,
said to me.
grandma.
Jesus.
And even the
Even
like
the
the guards were
African-
like,
yeah.
come on, lady.
Like, come on, why are you being so crazy mean to your son?
Don't
grandson?
say cunt.
Don't say cunt. That's a bad word.
But also, get the fuck out of the car.
Get out of car and give me all your shit. Yeah, there were like these like Somalian dudes coming up to our car. I'm only saying that because the
And then-
Kenyan guy back in and he said this was a
So-
Somalian village and they don't fuck with.
So they forced you
Locals.
out of the car, and then you
We
guys
didn't
did a
get forced
tribal
out of the-
dance,
No.
and that's where that.
Sorry, I'm not getting to that story quick enough. Clearly, that's not what happened. Anyway, they just tried to take our shit. We had a window cracked by accident, and they started reaching in and being like, "Hey," he was like, "Nice hat, bro." And at the moment, I was so freaked out. And then later, I was like, "That to him was probably the most hilarious. That was so funny."
Yeah, of course.
Because I was sitting there, and I thought I was actually in danger. I bet he was just like never gonna hurt. He was probably just like, "This will be fun. A bunch of stupid white people in a van. This will be hilarious."
Let's go fuck with them.
Yeah, like nice hat, and I had one of those like hats with the like a Tilly hat, and I was like, "Oh Jesus,
I wish
please
that,
don't hurt me."
I wish the opposite could happen, where like it's like a bunch of African people like come and like get on like a Hollywood, like one of those Hollywood tours, and we should just go to the Hollywood Boulevard and
And
be
be
like,
like, "Hey,"
nice.
and then immediately get arrested. because
Nice
it's like, "What?"
jacket.
Nice jacket, guy.
And
They're like, "Oh, all these white people, man,
they would never
get
be
away
scared
from
of
us." No,
No, we'd be like
well, in the Get Out context, maybe
we would, yeah.
if they were in like
If
it
we
was
came up
in-
and we were like, "Hi, how are you?"
Hi.
Maybe they'd be terrified. If we were like,
that's a nice coat.
"You
Where'd
should
get
come.
that.
You should come have dinner with us."
Give it to me. Give me your
And
coat.
they're like, "No,
no, fuck this. This is fucked up.
we have to go back."
Fuck this fucking place. Come back to the car, please.
They're trying to convert us. They're trying to steal our brain
Just
and
trying
skin.
to steal it. Drive, step on it, get to the lodge.
And then the white driver would turn around and be like, "There's no getting out."
Don't you know we're on Hollywood Boulevard?
And that's where Jordan Peele actually got the idea
Got the idea
for
for Get
the
Out.
movie.
no, he might have gotten it from. Actually, no. This was the totally opposite thing. But
Hold on, I gotta know
sorry.
why the tribal dance.
That's what I was getting to. So we went to the Masai Mara tribe. They were everywhere in Kenya, and they're the ones with like the big red robes and like the staves, and like a bunch of like jewelry,
staves?
and staves. technically.
No.
Yep.
Staves
Yeah,
is not
believe it
the
or not.
plural for
Yeah,
staff.
yes, it is, I think.
Staves?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
I think so.
Staves?
Pretty sure.
Uh-uh.
Leave a comment.
It's fine. Go on.
Let
Another
us know.
CTA.
Yeah. Leave a comment about that. So anyway,
There's
so
just
I-
someone like,
I
I
don't
think
know.
it's staffs.
Staffs. This podcast fucking sucks.
Didn't want to leave this comment.
They told us to.
This sucks.
We're like, oh, somebody
Nice,
commented.
somebody actually says
Oh,
it's
sweet.
staffs.
I knew it was staves. I'm gonna be right. Anyway, we went to that hangout with the Masai Mara, and they were like, "So we're gonna teach you how to do a dance." Like they set up the shit for you to do, right?
But do you think
But-
that's like,
Mm.
I don't think they want to be teaching white people.
I don't think so. I think first of all, I will say they were the fucking sweetest, coolest people all across the country. And
Okay.
obviously, maybe there's that incentive of like, they're gonna like pay us a bit for this, but like it didn't ever feel like they were phoning it in. It was like a really sweet community of people.
They actually wanted you to take part in their culture.
Yeah, it felt like that, honestly. And there were points where like I had a camcorder, and I thought by then maybe these guys had been had seen like technology and shit like that, but they hadn't. And I have this crazy video of them looking at me like, okay, whoa, and like looking into the lens, and I was like, yeah, look, and everyone was crowding around me like, whoa, like about a camcorder. I was like, bro, what the fuck? What about the last tourists that came here? You know what I mean? None of them had a camera.
I guess like
Maybe they were putting that on. Like maybe, yeah, like this is all part of it. We know shit. We don't know anything about technology.
we have camcorders.
And I'm sitting there going,
And you're
like,
like,
wow, look,
wow.
this is how it works. You press record. He's like, you fucking dumbass. We know what a camcorder is. I'm fucking 38.
And so then you like ran around.
And so they started doing this, hee ho, and they're like doing bouncing from their, like just jumping like this, kind of just jumping up and down. And I started doing it with them and laughing and shit. And bro, in the moment, I was like, oh, it's so filled with glee. Like, oh, this is such an interesting, wow, me and,
And someone was recording.
and
on your
my grandmother was filming on my camcorder. Although she did do that thing where she pressed record every time she was done recording by accident.
Oh no! So it's
So-
only like 2 seconds.
Yeah, and she was so sad about it later. She's like, has a lot of pride, and she was like, I'm a fucking idiot. I was like, don't worry about it.
I
But
would have
she
been
did
like,
catch
yes,
this.
you are.
No, I didn't care too much because what she caught was like, I never want this to see the light of day. Because I was jumping, I looked so fucking cringe, bro. It was the whitest shit I've ever seen. And I have a feeling they were all like laughing, like looking at each other. Because like, if I were them, I'd be like bouncing up, like going like, holy fucking shit, look at this fucking guy.
You got way into it.
I got really, I really bought in.
You were in high school,
I was just about to leave high
so
school.
musical theater.
I was in the
was
musicals.
strong,
I was
so-
bouncing up. I was like, haha, I'm in Africa. Look at me.
And Toto
Yeah.
was playing in your head. The rainfall and
Yeah, and I'd listen. Oh, here I am. Yeah, man. I see you. Yeah, it was really fucking funny, bro. It was brutal. I did listen to the Lion King soundtrack a lot because I'm like a big fan of Hans Zimmer. It's
I know.
okay. Unpack that if you want.
Well, we don't have to. It's just a huh.
I wasn't listening to like, can you feel the love? I was listening to like the score, you know?
Not just like the instrumental music.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It wasn't like This Land. Yeah, it's actually that song called This Land by Hans Zimmer. It's fucking beautiful. But but I'm not saying that was that normal. That's how white I was. That's how white I was on this trip.
It's just
The
funny.
Lion King
Yeah.
is what I associated with Africa.
That's super funny.
Yeah, it was crazy. There were a lot more stories. I saw a cheetah make a kill.
You saw a cheetah make a kill.
And then show its little babies.
It showed the babies that it killed something.
Yeah, and then the baby started eating it in front of us.
We gotta get back to that.
I know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, deaths.
Of course.
Nah, okay.
Of course, nobody thinks we've like. Of course, men are becoming less attractive.
I know. Of course, our testosterone is greatly dropping.
I need to kill
sharply.
and I need to show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
My children, how? It was crazy, and I caught it like a fucking National Geographic. Like I somehow tracked it with my camcorder. And
What'd you do with all this footage?
Somewhere on a hard
You
drive.
never did anything with it?
No, I don't know why.
You should just upload it.
I'll put it up on Reels. It'll go viral.
Just my journey in Africa.
Yeah.
Getting
mugged. Oh, I'm sorry. Here, you can have my hat.
It's the 2 seconds of you dancing for a second.
Whoa. Look,
It's you swimming in the resort pool.
All right. And then me coming up to the camera and showing them the Hans Zimmer, the Lion King soundtrack. listening to this right
It's actually just the scene from Lion King, and you're like, can we do this? They're all raising you up. You put a little paint on your forehead.
That's literally what it was. Yeah. There was also, it was cool. I'm forgetting what I was about to say. Oh yeah, I saw wildebeest cross the Serengeti River, which was crazy. Because it was the season for crossings, but you don't often see one. And I saw one, and I watched like 80 wildebeest and zebra just drown right in front of me. And then you start smelling their like dead baddies.
Damn.
Dead baddies in the water.
How many continents have you been to? You've been to Africa?
Yeah,
You've been
I
to
actually have.
Europe?
Yeah,
You've been to Asia?
I've been to Central America, and I've been to Europe, and I've been to Ireland. I don't know if that's obviously
That's
technically
Europe.
not part of Europe anymore.
No, that's Europe.
It's not part of the European Union. Okay,
But it's
still
part of the
Europe,
continent
of Europe.
Europe.
God, whoa, cut
Whoa,
this.
You're
Hey!
learning. You're learning continents.
Here we go.
No, this is fun.
No, it makes me look stupid.
No, we can't cut it. Ready?
Yeah.
Australia.
'Kay. I
Uh,
haven't been there.
Asia.
Oh yeah, I've been to Asia. I
Asia?
went to Thailand.
Europe.
Yep.
Africa.
Yep.
North America.
Yeah.
South America.
Can't remember.
And
Mexico's in South. No,
no, Mexico's north.
no, fuck.
It ends at Panama.
Right.
It's all good.
I don't even know.
You don't
what
look
the fuck-
stupid. Most
No, it's
people
okay.
don't. But this is usually an American.
This is an
trope.
American thing. Canadians should know all this shit.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, Canadians tend to know this type of shit more.
It's okay, but most people we never really use the continents for like
yeah,
you know what I mean?
You talk more about countries. You don't talk about continents that
yeah,
often.
yeah.
Like I still do the thing where I went to the country of Africa.
Oh.
I won't say like an idiot like that, but I'll just be like, yeah, this is a beautiful country. And somebody
Oh.
will be like, continent. I'll be like, right.
But you
Kenya's
only
the
went to
country.
one country.
Yeah.
So
well,
technically,
actually, I was in a hot air balloon. I was whitely in a hot air balloon going, ha ha, oh, I hear the rain sounds tonight. And then the fucking wind blew. It was like a South Park bit or something. And then the winds blew us into Tanzania by accident. We had to crash land in Tanzania because we just weren't slowing
Oh,
down.
whoa.
So she's like, "Where'd you gonna drop?" And we're like, "What?" And then we came down really hard, and it felt like a car crash. And we hit really hard in the basket, and we were like, "Oh fuck!" It was like she like downplayed it. She's like, "Okay, we're landing. Hold on." And it was like, boom. And I
I've
was
been-
like, "Fuck."
I've been in a hot air balloon and I was really scared.
Yeah, the whole time.
I hated it.
Really.
I
You're
was
pretty high up.
shaking just the
Oh.
whole time. I was like, no, this is a balloon.
Yeah, yeah.
With
I don't blame you.
with heat.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm
That's all
not
it
tru-
is.
why
I'm in
am
a
I trusting
basket. I'm in a
this?
basket.
Yeah.
Can we upgrade it to something new than a basket?
It's
still
a
made
woven
of twine.
basket.
Yeah, come on.
I don't like it. There's no part of it that
Still
I
made
like.
out of wheat.
And then like once we got up there, it's like, look how beautiful it is. All my friends, I was like, no, I can't
You're like,
focus.
whatever.
There's heat.
I'll climb a fucking building. Just
yeah,
fuck this.
I can Google this view. I
Yeah.
can Google it.
Totally. I totally agree. Just Google views. Stop going and seeing things.
Yeah, if you
Google it.
if you're curious what a place looks like, just go Google Maps and just hit the button and
Just go,
browse the
"Oh,
streets.
Awesome.
And if you're like, oh, well, what about the food? Okay, here's you.
Mm.
I want to go to France.
Yep.
Google Maps. I put in Paris.
Boom.
I
Go.
put it next to the Eiffel Tower.
Yep.
And I fucking order on Postmates a baguette and a glass of wine,
Glass of wine. Cheese.
and I drink it
Yep.
and I eat it,
Yep.
and I look at the Eiffel Tower on my
The way
screen.
to do it. This is
And
the way
guess
to do
what?
it. Yeah.
You're in Paris.
Boom. Just get really close to the screen like this so your peripherals don't see
Oh,
your
and
living
you
room.
also save money.
Yeah.
Or invest in a VR headset.
Exactly. Stop traveling.
It also would be good for the planet
If you stop traveling,
if we stop traveling.
everyone stop traveling.
Wherever
there's
you
no
are, guess
risk.
what? That's where you
There's-
live now.
Wherever you are, yeah,
That's where you live.
I
If
like
you're
that advice.
driving, pull over. That's
that's where you live.
why leave the house. Why
Yeah,
are we?
stop. It's too dangerous.
What you know?
Don't get into a fucking balloon. It's too dangerous.
Actually,
Too dangerous.
I did have a thought
Okay.
this weekend. Also, sorry, this has been bugging me. I don't know if this is like an OCD
Is there
thing.
something on my face?
No, Antarctica.
Oh,
That was
of
the last
course.
one.
Really? What about the South Pole? Is that also Antarctica?
The South Pole is Antarctica.
But what about the North Pole?
That's like a bunch of different countries.
North Pole?
Yeah, that's like northern Canada.
Oh, so the North Pole is in Antarctica.
No,
Okay.
Antarctica.
I'm
They can
fucking
only be
retarded,
on
dude.
one. They can only be on
I thought
one.
both of them were just like, yeah, whatever. Those are two.
It
Just
somehow
count as
one-
the sound is the same.
No, because Antarctica's on the south, and then the north is like
Oh.
sporadic island of ice.
Oh, really?
It's like Greenland and like northern Europe.
What's that
Like
called?
Canada's part of North Pole.
The Antarctica? No.
Yeah.
The Arctic Circle starts, and then I thought it turns into a new.
Well, the Arctic Circle is like where all the ice islands are from all those like different continents.
But what are all those different continents?
All pretty much like Asia, Europe, North America.
Oh, it's like a conglomerate. Like
Yeah.
it's just the ice parts of all these.
It's
Oh.
around, so it gets
So it gets split up by all the different countries that
It's not-
want the North Pole somehow.
yeah, and they all like lay claim to.
And then
parts.
Antarctica is
It's
the
just a
bottom,
giant.
which is so crazy.
continent.
Imagine just going to like to the bottom of the Earth.
My
That's so
friend just
crazy.
recently went there.
Really?
Yeah, and then dove in right now is when you can go because it's summer in Antarctica.
And it's a little warmer.
Yeah, so you can go right now. Now is the time to go.
I don't think I'd ever do that, but
Really?
maybe.
I think that's the one I would go.
You go to Antarctica before any other, like Africa?
No. I'm just saying that I would go. I wanted. It's for sure on the list.
I would try it for sure.
I don't
I'd
know
like
if
to
I
do it.
had to make a list.
Yeah, and
Egypt's in
the
Africa.
thing is, if you
and
go
I
to
wanna
the
go to
nor-
Morocco,
Yeah.
that's in Africa.
And if you make a list, you might as well go to the South Pole because if you go to the North Pole, you have to check it twice. Fucking waste of time.
Because of Santa. So what I actually wanted to say though,
Yeah,
sorry,
Yeah.
before I went on
I had to time that.
Antarctica, don't you feel like everything's just kind of watching stuff now?
What do you mean?
Like, whenever someone invites you to do something, it's just going to watch something.
Yeah, like watch a movie or something.
just
Watch a game.
watch stuff.
Watch a show.
Yeah, watch like a musical.
Watch a
Watch
thing.
a thing.
True.
It's
Instead
just
of like going and going on a hike or something.
Yeah, I feel like this weekend I had like 4 different days where I just was like, oh, I just watched stuff.
What about like you went to the market?
That was like getting my just getting my groceries for the week, and then I
Really?
went and watched 6 hours of football, and I was just
And then
like,
we watched that movie.
you know what's the worst thing when you go and watch a movie?
Mm-hmm.
The worst thing is when you get home and you're like, oh, I gotta watch.
More?
Like
stuff?
you're just like you feel bad, like like you're like, oh,
You're
I just went and watched a
stuff for
movie.
but now I'm gonna
But
watch more.
When you
stuff.
go to bed, you have
Yeah.
to watch stuff. Like
You have
that's
to
what we
watch some
do.
more
We
stuff.
watch stuff to go to bed.
I'm gonna watch some.
But
more
it
stuff
feels
now.
bad to watch stuff. So it's like, oh, I'm not gonna watch a movie, and you're like, oh, instead I'll watch stuff on my phone.
So I just watched 3 hours of stuff, and now I'm just gonna. All right, I got home. Nice from watching stuff. I'm gonna watch some stuff. Yeah, that is fucked up.
Yeah, it's all watching stuff.
That is
All we
fucked
do
up.
is
Why
watch
should we
stuff.
we get bored? Like we should just get bored more
I know. We just need to sit in rooms.
and be bored.
And also, like, it's so sad when you go visit like your parents or something, and now they're watching
they
stuff.
just all they do is watch stuff.
And you're
That's
like-
true. Old people.
and you're
all
like,
they do is watch stuff.
I want to talk, and they're like,
I
well,
know.
we could talk about the stuff we're watching.
Yes.
And you're like, oh, but also it's like, is
that
it?
we watch
Are we
so much stuff,
missing
too.
on stuff? Are we missing
Missing
out
out
on
on stuff. That's why I think like travel is so awesome. Is because you just don't not. I forget my phone. I forget
Yeah.
social media exists whenever I'm doing anything like that,
Well, when
or
you're
hiking or anything.
the only thing is
Physical.
when you're traveling with social media, you have to be like, oh yeah, I need to post my story that I'm here. so
Right,
everyone-
that I'm doing
so
stuff.
everyone's
Yeah,
jealous.
that's true. Actually,
You're not watching stuff as much, but you are bragging more.
you are bragging. Yeah,
You gotta
that's when it
brag
turns to
more.
bragging.
You got to
yeah.
start. You're like, oh, I'm in a new place.
Yeah,
that's
time
like
to go on a brag trip.
when you go like to a new restaurant. You're like, oh shit, I need to fucking brag about this.
Yeah, I got to
real
brag
quick.
now.
I need to take a picture of like the awesome food I'm having.
And also when I cook, I'm like, all right, it's not time to eat yet.
yeah,
It's time to brag quickly. Hopefully, it doesn't get cold while I'm bragging.
yeah,
The lighting needs to be right.
and also like birthday parties and everything. That's also like
Bragging.
bragging.
Yeah, it's bragging and watching stuff. Watching people brag and then bragging is
When
the
it's
two
your turn,
states
when you
of-
either it's your
social
turn to
media.
either brag
Mm.
or it's your turn to watch people brag.
Yeah, and honestly, even like people who make movies, to a certain degree, are kind of bragging. They're like, "Look what I can do!
Look what I made.
Look what I made!
Look how much I care about shit.
Yeah, look how cool this is.
I cared so much about this fucking old fucked up story that I fucking made a movie about it and made it popular.
Pretty cool.
I care about stuff.
Watch me brag.
And now I'm making you care about stuff.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, I need to figure out a way to brag to that person.
I need to make
I need to get better than that person and brag to them now.
I need to make a thing that makes me brag more.
Bragging
Better.
and
I need to
watch-
brag better.
than that.
Like social media is not enough bragging anymore.
I need to build myself up as a person so I can brag like successfully and authentically.
The movie I need to brag. I need to make a movie so I
And
can
I can
brag.
brag.
and be
The
like,
brag movie.
Called brag.
That's why we set out to do what we do. Why we moved to Hollywood. It's just like, okay, this is gonna be perfect for bragging.
Yeah. At some point, I got rejected in some way, not like from like a lover or anything. Just like there was a
Just-
pit in me that was
Mhm.
like got rejected, and then
Mhm.
I was like, oh, I gotta move to
I
LA.
gotta go
and-
show everyone that I'm like I gotta brag about this.
I
about
gotta-
some shit.
Oh, you guys are bragging in school? I was like,
I
oh,
can
you guys are bragging?
brag.
Oh,
I
you'll
can
see
bra-
in 10
you'll
years
see.
who's bragging.
Oh, and it'll be a whole lifetime of me bragging on your fucking phone right to your face. I think that's pretty interesting philosophical point.
Yeah, just watching stuff. But yeah, watching a movie after you watch a movie doesn't feel good. But sometimes I'll lay in bed and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna read tonight. But then there's like that little thought in my head that's like, am I reading just so that like when the conversation happens, I can be like, oh, well, actually, I've been reading.
Yes.
Uh,
That is the
oh, I
only
read
reason why
this.
you're reading. I hate to I hate to burst
I'm
your
not
bubble,
actually
but
trying to get knowledge.
No,
I'm just trying to make it sound like I'm like,
that's right.
oh, I don't watch stuff. I read.
Exactly.
I read stuff. I don't watch stuff.
That's right.
And reading stuff is better than watching stuff.
You know what? The only way that you could actually, well, I still brag when I do this, but the best way to read stuff now is authentically to get information is audiobooks, because you can't really brag. So audiobooks are the only way where you can actually technically read something, but then still you might catch yourself bragging and say, oh, I read that.
Have you ever?
And they go, you read it?
Have
and
you
then
ever
go,
had
I listened to it.
I hate MFers who do that.
I do it all the time. I go, I read that book. And then they go like, oh, really? And I'm like, well, yeah, no, I just listened to it actually. And they go, oh. So you
It
technically got the
discredits it.
information.
For some
Yeah, yeah.
reason. Some
Doesn't
you
take
get
effort.
prideful about reading.
I
Like,
know, it's
people who
true.
like read books.
Shows
When you listen
self-discipline.
to a book, you're like,
Whatever. I can listen to a fucking podcast for 20 hours.
like
That's all
my
it is.
friend just recently called me on the phone and he said, dude, I've already read 8 books this year. And I was like, what the fuck? How? And he was like, oh, just in the car. I'm like
Yeah,
listening. to
Audible,
them.
2
And I'm
times speed.
Didn't
No,
read.
you didn't read. Don't try
the
and brag
book.
to me. So that's what I'm saying. You
Yeah.
can't brag when you listen
So that's the only authentic way to get
to get information.
Information.
Is to
because
listen to it.
movies, there's no information in that,
Nah.
or
exactly.
TV shows, or podcasts.
Nah, exactly.
It's just one year, one
Yeah.
in
In year 1 year, unless it's like educational.
Yeah, like what is? Let's hear.
Okay.
What are you actively learning right now? And I'm not asking you, Ben.
Yeah, you're asking
I'm
the
asking
audience, right?
you.
Audience, what are you learning right now when you hear this? Nothing.
They just clicked off. That's
Yeah,
how you
boom.
get somebody to
Yeah, they
click
go,
off.
ah, god damn it.
God damn it! I should be reading.
Yeah. Ooh, look at, but then also,
You know what? But that's like a
Look.
good.
look at our studio space.
But we should.
Bragging.
We get to brag.
Yeah.
If we get people to turn off of our podcast and go read,
Yeah.
we get to brag that hey, we're inspiring people.
True.
So we
Perfect.
still
See,
win.
It's more bragging.
Oh, when we're done here, I'm gonna go watch something.
All right, I think we figured it out. I gotta go to the bathroom.
Oh, okay. Man, it's crazy that Ben didn't know continents, right? We gotta fucking teach continents to a guy.
Oh!
Hello?
Oh.
Who are you?
Hey.
Hi.
Hey.
Who are you?
I just got here.
What do you mean? Like to the studio? You just got here?
Existing.
Oh, you were just made.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Okay. Wait, do you have a name?
Uh,
Oh, okay.
Grass.
That could be your name.
Tree.
It's a plant, like a fake plant. Yeah, it's a fake plant in the
Oh.
corner in the studio. We have a fake plant. He's noticing it.
Okay.
Oh, this is a
Okay.
button. Don't hit that. Do not hit these.
Oh.
You'll cease to exist if you hit these.
What do you mean?
Just don't touch them until a little bit later.
Okay.
Nice.
Nice.
What do you want to know? What do you want to learn? You just got here. This is
Horny.
Huh?
Horny.
oh, you're horny.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you want to like?
Reproduce.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Well, yeah, you have to convince someone, or not convince. You just have to. I guess. that's
Convince. Okay.
yeah. We could try it.
Convince.
Okay, sure. Yeah, try and convince me to reproduce with you.
Oh.
Hi.
Hey. 6.
No. No.
Penis.
No. You can't just
girl.
No, I'm a boy.
Ugh.
You can't. Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, that's fine. To have a
Yuck.
preference. It's fine to have a preference.
Ugh.
It seems like you know English, so that's good. Nice. What? There's a.
Oh. Alive.
Oh, you're alive. Yeah.
Ugh.
You're alive. It's okay.
Oh.
It's not that bad.
Die.
What about? Yeah, die.
Gone.
Oh,
Oh.
you're realizing that you're gonna die.
Oh no.
Oh, you're gonna die one day. It's okay. Hey! Don't mess things up. Hey! Come back here. Come back to me. Come back to me. It's okay.
Why?
Why what?
Why?
Why do you have to die? I don't know. Hey, but there's some options. We have some options.
What?
We have some options of how you. a lot of people suffer from existential dread. They don't know if they're going to be, alive, and how to deal with
Okay.
life after death.
Okay.
You want to know what your options are? You've got let's see. You could believe in reincarnation,
Oh.
so you come back.
Okay.
Okay, so
I
that's
believe in that.
what? No,
Get to go again.
yeah. I mean, that's a good way. That's an option.
Agree with that.
Okay, so that's. But let me hear. I'll spell out
Okay.
your other options.
Okay.
God, you could believe in a higher power that created you and created the universe.
Okay.
You want that one?
That one.
Well, do you want the reincarnation one?
I
or
believe.
which one? The
Restart. And good guy.
God?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, he can be controversial, but there's different sects of There's Christianity.
Horny.
No. Different
Oh.
sects.
Oh.
SEC.
Okay. Girl.
I'm a boy.
Ugh.
Yet again. There's Christianity. You could be. You could believe in Islam. You could believe. You could be Jewish.
Okay.
That one.
Islam, Jewish.
Oh, you can't. You for sure can't be both. I mean,
Why?
maybe. Well, I don't know if we could. Get into.
Let's get into it.
No, I think we've got so many other things to get into first.
Okay.
We have that should be one of the last things we get into.
Just
Worry
got
about.
here.
Yeah, just got here. So that's okay. Let's see. What else could you believe? You could believe in whatever you want, really, to soothe yourself.
Oh, okay.
So whatever you want, flying spaghetti monster.
Me,
Yeah.
God.
Oh, that you're a god? No, maybe that one's not. No. That gets dark. Why would you want to be God?
Do whatever I want.
Like what?
Power.
You want to control people?
Uh-huh.
No,
Why?
because that's how bad people are made.
Oh, a bed.
You want to be bad?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
There's a comfort.
There's comfort in being bad.
Live fast
You get to live fast,
and
die
comfortable.
live fast, die young.
Yeah.
You could be a rock star. How about that? Instead of death, let's talk about what do you want to do with your life. There's lots of options.
Make new horny.
Make new sex.
Make new.
Make new sex.
God.
Make a new god.
Tree.
Oh man, you're all over the place. You're really all over the place with this.
Oh.
So let's simple it down. What did you mean by make new god, sex, tree?
Oh God.
Okay. What? Why are you getting so frustrated? Stop moving shit around, man. What? Why are you getting mad? Oh, you're gonna kill yourself? Okay, don't kill yourself. Hey, no one's gonna care because no one knows you. You gotta wait.
Point if no one cares.
Yeah, you gotta meet some people before you kill yourself. You gotta actually probably meet as many people as you can, so lots of people care when you're gone.
Depressed.
That was fast, man. You just got here and you're already depressed?
No reason.
There has to be a reason. I think you don't know what you want to do with your life. A little
Oh. Control.
bit. You want to control.
Power.
Yeah.
Over lots of people.
Oh.
Oh, rise Hitler.
Yeah.
He,
I gotta delete you.
be a Hitler.
I got-
Become.
I'm so- sorry.
Okay.
Say goodbye.
What?
Stop the bit.
Oh. Ah. Hey.
What's up?
Hey, what's up?
Nothing. It's all good.
What happened, bro?
I just had to kill someone.
What do you mean you
I
had to
had
kill
to
someone?
get. He started out so sweetly, and I just had to get rid of him.
Dude, I went to the bathroom for 2 seconds and then I warped back.
Yeah, it's all good.
I just warped back from the bathroom. What are you
Yeah.
talking about?
Why'd you warp back? Why
That's
don't you
come-
just walk back?
I don't know, man. Forget it. Doesn't matter.
Okay. Well, don't
you
worry.
okay?
About it. Yeah, just there was a
Alright.
guy. He just got here, and I had to
Oh, really?
get rid of him.
A guy who just got here was the
Yeah,
premise.
It felt like it was my son.
Oh, I'm
It
sorry,
felt like I
man.
had to kill my son.
That fucking sucks. Was it
Oh.
with this? Okay. Oh.
Oh, that
Yeah.
reminds me.
Uh huh.
Not to critique, but I'm gonna critique something real quick.
Me?
No.
Oh.
I saw this SNL sketch.
Oh boy, here we go.
It was fucking whack.
Really?
So weird.
Really?
It was
From the Timothy Chalamet episode?
I think it was that one. It was either that one or the
Dave
Dave
Chappelle.
Chappelle one.
Okay.
It was Oedipal arrangements, but it was spelled like Oedipus.
Okay.
And the whole thing was like, get your mom like an edible arrangement because you want to fuck her. And like the whole thing was like,
Because Oedipus Rex like
Like-
suggests you want to fuck your.
yeah, but they were like putting, like, it was a guy feeding fruit to his mom while his dad like watches. And they just like kept doing it and going. It was like the same joke over and over again of just like, Oedipus, you want to fuck your mom. You want to fuck your mom. Your dad, you want to kill your dad. And then it was him killing his dad at the end. And I just was like,
Was it getting laughs?
I don't know. It was a
bombing?
pre-recorded.
It was a fucking digital short.
Yeah. I don't know. It was just very.
It wasn't Please Don't Destroy, was it?
No, I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe it was written by them, but I have no idea.
Right,
I
right.
just was like,
Just feels like the one you kind of go, maybe not.
I
too
just
much of a risk.
I just can't believe the amount of people that signed off on that one. Not like too much risk. It just was like, it just felt like,
Well, it's risky
What?
to do like it's any sort of incest bit is,
Yeah.
is very testy.
well, what's funny is I
or
think
like pedo shit. Yeah, like you really have to be careful.
what I've noticed is like, especially
To make it
early
funny.
stand-up people,
Yeah.
like when they're in the beginning stages of stand-up, they do lots of incest jokes just because you're trying to be like really gross, and so your
Yeah.
brain like, well, you're not trying to be really gross, but when you're first starting to write comedy, like stand-up comedy, I feel like the quick and easy thing to do is gross, like be gross,
Yeah.
because it's like everyone can be gross. So like lots of incest jokes come really.
It's so
amateurly
funny
on.
you say that because I was just about to tell a quick story about this guy who I obviously won't name, but like years ago when I was doing more stand up, and there was this guy who was like an actor and he was in some like good shit, like he was doing well as an actor, but he was always like, I want to also be stand up and I respect stand ups, and he's a really nice guy. But then he went up and he was kind of one of his first times doing it. Yeah. And I just was backstage listening to him and he's just going up and he's like, yeah, so do this thing, suck my dad's dick or something. Like, whoa. And it was just like, and then he
Yeah.
got no reaction. But then since he's probably nervous and he's like, I don't have anything else prepared, this had to work. He just kept going and doubling down and being like, so my dad's down there doing his thing. And everyone's just like, oh. And you just hear like charity laughs here and there, but otherwise just people being like, oh my God. And my parents were there. And later, it's just the worst thing when like people, like he came off stage, like he just got back from battle. Like he just
Yeah.
came out of the trenches and he was just like, hey guys. And we were just like, good job. And then my mom later was like aghast. You know what I mean? Like that's the last thing you want from a stand-up show is to like
It's just people going
negatively
home going,
affect the
what
audience.
the fuck was he
It's
thinking?
actually worse than bombing. It's like, it's one thing if it's like, they kind of didn't do so great.
it was
And
just a
another one to be like,
bad-
what the fuck was that?
Yeah.
Like my mom was curious. She was like, what was he saying? Was he being real? And I was like, no, it was just a really bad bomb.
Yeah, I think a lot of people for some reason go to like just gross, and the grossest thing is usually like incest.
Yeah. And
Can't get much grosser than incest.
even he, who's fucking tearing ass throughout the whole special, can lose, like derail very quickly by just because I don't know, just the
Yeah.
people are like, I better be walked very carefully into that topic before I'm even gonna like comfortably laugh.
You said tearing ass, and it reminded me that
Yeah, I was realizing that was tearing ass just sounds gay as fuck. Not like you're, yeah. Anyway,
tearing through ass.
just tearing ass.
I've been upping my protein intake. I'm trying to, get
Oh, nice.
more fit.
Nice.
Farts.
Okay.
Lots.
Oh, from the protein.
Lots of farts.
Yeah, yeah.
It is an absurd amount of farts.
Are you doing protein powder? Or are you just eating a lot
just
of like white meat
yeah,
and stuff?
both.
Yeah.
It's just like, dude,
Yeah.
it is fucking terrible.
Yeah.
I'm grossed out by my own
By your own
farts.
farts? Are they nasty
Do you know
farts?
how?
though?
Yeah. Do you know
I
how?
thought veggies and vegetables and shit, and like carbs type stuff would make you.
I don't know.
fart
Just
gross.
lots of protein. I've just been like fucking
Ugh.
tearing ass.
Ugh.
It's
But
bad
it's kind of awesome sometimes.
to tear ass.
Yeah, when you're like on a real spree, when you're like, oh shit, it's never ending. Like it's just like a full half hour of just like this is just.
Yeah, it's fun. You know what? Yeah.
Really?
You know
Am
what?
I not the
Yeah.
only one?
No, it's fun.
Because sometimes you're lying there like, oh,
I
and
like
they're
doing it
just
in
really
front
satisfying.
of my girlfriend
That's
a lot
awesome. Yeah.
because of just it is just the pure reaction of just
Come on.
yeah, just ripping ass,
Right?
and they're like,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ,
Farting and getting somebody angry by farting is so funny to me.
can't and won't stop ever being funny.
Yeah, it's just never ending.
What is
Such
it?
a well
Why
of
is
humor.
a fart so funny?
I don't know.
Burp is gross. Fart
Burps
is so
are fucking
funny.
gross. Sometimes can be
A
funny.
cum, not that funny.
Yeah, it's like
A snot, not funny.
ew, saliva and snot gross me the fuck out so badly.
A spit take isn't actually funny.
No, it's got to be timed,
A spit
and it's
take-
now tongue in cheek. But a fart will always be funny.
Why? Farts break the. There had to be like, even when we were a caveman ripping ass, it'd be like,
Especially when we were kids.
it'd be like,
Just the perfect go-to. Even when I'm like not sure. what-
came out of her butt. Let me see. Or do you think the first one was like,
Yeah.
what was that?
And then other
What? What was it?
just saying, Gawk.
What?
Funny sound. Come from bottom.
Come from bottom. What was that?
From my bottom. Oh.
Grabs his fucking
Spear.
rocks.
Rocks. and then the female cave woman.
Jesus Christ.
Come on, Gronk. Conga bunga Gronk.
What?
Conga bunga Gronk.
Yeah, that's funny.
The little kid caveman. Unga bunga Dad.
Yeah. He has a little one.
And then women's lives just became way worse. And then from then on.
And that's how it just started. It's just,
God fucking damn it.
and then it was just like, let's go play poker.
Yeah.
Let's
I'm
go.
out of here. Going to my man cave.
Do you think there was ever a caveman that gambled his house?
No, I don't think so.
There was like some
maybe
game, and
when
they
trade
had
became a thing,
gambling.
like early days of trading. Like,
Oh,
actually, that's a good
comes
question.
home. She's like, what's wrong? I lost the house.
Huh?
The
What's
cave.
wrong?
I lost the cave.
What?
They're coming. And then it's a
You
caveman with a little fucking.
Gunga, you realize that means new husband for me, right?
Huh?
Gunga.
And then the
prehistoric times.
caveman with a perfect stone clipboard, and he's time to go.
Oh.
It hangs up a wooden,
Oh,
just a piece of wood.
no.
It doesn't even say anything on
With
it.
the kids? No.
It's just that's the eviction notice. It's a piece of
just
wood.
a piece of wood that nobody,
Not
nothing's written
no
on it.
nails even. They're just
No,
smashing
just
it
smash it and
until
it
it
just doesn't
sticks.
stick. It just falls. Unga,
It's time to go.
my cave now.
It's the Banks cave.
He's all the drawings we did on the walls.
We'll take him. We gotta take him.
How did you lose this bad at rocks?
I was on a roll.
You can hear them across the globe. The unsubscribe button.
We should have a. You know what we should have? We should have a live unsubscribe.
unsubscribe
Unsubscribe
and thought
thing.
over because you can say it. No, I'm kidding.
And it just every time someone unsubscribes, it goes.
that would be really.
You're
funny.
a losers.
Just have it perpetually going on, even when we're not here. That's the thing. You can buy things for when
You
sports teams score,
And
that
when
just
people subscribe.
every time. Oh, for when people subscribe.
Like you
really?
can see like a live thing.
Yeah,
going
but
on.
there's like apparently like a thing, like a sign my friend bought for her dad, and it's like every time whatever his team, I forget what team, I think the Bruins or something, score, it just goes in their
Like
garage.
the hockey thing.
Just in their garage at any time.
They
It just
do need a
picks up on
noise
it.
for other sports.
Yeah, the
hockey,
hockey
you
one's
have every time there's a goal. Like there's no touchdown. Like
touchdowns, like touchdown.
it just says it though, and then
Yeah.
the announcer's like touchdown. But there should be a
there's
noise
no,
that's like.
Well, that's what they do. Then play music. Basketball, it's just
Well, that would be so annoying.
if every time
Basketball,
you
just-
scored a basketball.
God
damn
people in the
it.
stadium.
Shut the fuck up!
Stop scoring.
God
You
damn
just
it!
want people to stop scoring. You don't
Yeah,
even care. about
stop putting in the basket. It's over.
it. Least favorite sport to watch, and then we'll wrap it up.
Baseball. I honestly,
That's the most boring one. Baseball?
everyone says that. I mean, there are plenty of fucking cricket.
I
Probably.
don't think baseball is.
It's not that boring, actually.
I think basketball is objectively boring until the fourth quarter, and it has to be close. The first 3 quarters are a waste of everyone's fucking time.
What about when they make like crazy free throws and shit?
I don't give a fuck.
You don't care about a nice
I
three-pointer?
don't care how cool a score is because it's not
doesn't
going to
have high
matter
stakes.
until the end. their points are so little.
It's true. There are
And
many points.
It's
being
like
scored.
115 every
Basketball.
fucking game.
My least favorite sport to watch is probably like curling is fun to watch. Actually, I was gonna say curling, but I'm like, actually, it's actually exciting
Come
to
on,
watch
man.
because it's easy to watch.
I'm talking about the fucking.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the fucking sports, man.
Sports. I was just thinking
Curling?
about all the athletic or the
Is there a
Olympic sports.
curling league in Canada?
Sure,
A national
of course.
pro?
Yes. You know how
What's
like
the
in
Toronto
some
team?
countries everybody I forget.
What's the Toronto team?
I don't know.
What's the Vancouver team?
I forget.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You
bro.
don't even give a fuck
Well,
about it.
you know, like in you know how certain countries you have to be part of the army for like 2 years.
Yeah.
In Canada, you have to join the curling team for 2 years.
You were not on a curling team.
No, I wasn't.
Oh, fuck. Sorry. I should have played into it, huh?
Do you actually believe me?
I did
Yeah,
a
no,
little bit.
I've never curled once. Yeah, I don't know. I guess. Like,
I mean,
just out of,
like,
the
I-
big ones, out of like the
yeah,
big main
yeah.
sports, like the main 5.
People always say
big ones.
soccer. You're wrong.
I think actually I would say soccer. Sorry. I love the atmosphere of soccer. I love the sport of
Done.
soccer. I just
fucking
don't like
done.
watching it.
All right, guys. Subscribe.
What?
Subscribe and
Although we did go to a
Uh,
football match and I didn't understand one thing that happened and I was really trying. I was staring at the field like this and going like, okay, yeah, they're throwing. And then halftime. Oh, it's halftime. And then I went and got a beer and then I came back and it was already on and then it was over. And I was just like, I tried so hard to understand what happened. But football's, I don't know. I don't want to piss off sports people. Anyway, fuck you.
anyways, guys,
If
fuck you.
don't like us.
Fuck you.
Fuck you if
and,
you don't like us.
Fuck you. No, fuck you if you like us. Fuck
Fuck
you.
you. Fuck all of you.
Fuck all of you.
Fuck you and
Have a good
subscribe.
day.
Have a good day, you fucking pieces of shit.
Goodbye.
Make sure to subscribe and like and give us a review on Spotify.
And comment
Thank you
and
very much.
interact and follow.
If you're listening on Spotify, give us a rating
right
right now. You can give
and
us an honest one, but make
send
it 5.
Send it to your friend right now. Send
it to your friend. Send it to your friend.
Whatever friend you're like, just
the
talk to.
comments.
Send
Spam
it
the
to your
comments.
parents.
Send it to your parents.
You're gonna be like,
Send it to your friends.
You're like this. You're like this.
Stop the bit.
Put your hands up.
Stop the bit.
Stop that bit now.
Are you ready?
With Ryan and Ben.
Canada, you did it again.
A guy in Salt Lake City said that
Are you serious?
Stop the bit.
Podcast.